Well, hello, and welcome back to the T. Alcom Show. Today, it's Sunday, and normally on Sunday, I visit my mom, I run a little bit of errands that I need to run, and then I get ready for tomorrow, my 3-day work week, which to a lot of people don't sound like a lot, and it really isn't. But it'd be different if it was a 3 8-hour shifts, but I can work anywhere. Monday's usually my longer day when I work around 12 hours, and Tuesday and Thursday are usually my 10 to 11-hour shifts. So, you know, it's not that bad. I'm not complaining. I have a job, and that's what matters. But what I really want to get on here and talk about, which is going to be my second video, and I think maybe an ongoing theme with TikTok, is the romance scams. I'm going to put two pictures up here. Oh, up here, up here, up here. Within 24 hours, was contacted by two different men. And the red flag is, who thinks that TikTok is a dating app? Now, I can understand if I was on Plenty of Fish. I can understand if I was on um, Christian Mingle or any of those dating apps. I would expect for men to be like, "Oh, hey, beautiful. Oh, I checked out your content. Oh, I see where we can relate." But on TikTok, like, and I understand we're all on that grind to get 10,000 followers. So part of that is my fault. I am accepting these people into my, I guess, bubble, or into my community. But this is a warning to anybody who is scamming me. And if you actually watch my videos, you will know I will personally find you and have you delete your account. So far, I have been contacted by four different men, and all four people had to delete their account. The last one, I must say, was very crafty. He used the same name as the gentleman. He took pictures off of his screen. But the thing is that I know people have multiple accounts on TikTok, but some of the images that were on his page that this guy represented as legit pictures were just still videos. And when you went to the actual person's video page, you seen that it was a full fledged video. Like this, he like was only able to screenshot and not grab it off of his page. So I guess it shows either he is not a friend or maybe he is a friend, but he was able to, and even the pictures look kind of fuzzy, so I guess he was able to crop it and resize it, like crop out all the, like if you take a screenshot of it, just able to crop it out and resize it, which messed with the pixelation of the pictures. But and I have reported both accounts to TikTok, and TikTok's like, well, there are no violation. What do you mean? The conversation that we seen is cool, but they're not going into the accounts. They're just looking at the conversation we're having, even though I put it under fraud. Maybe there's another thing that I need to put under. If you know what I need to put these things under, then let me know so I can figure out a way to alert TikTok. Also, why are children on TikTok? Have you seen the deep, dark corners of TikTok? Have you? Some of that is not child friendly. And then these people are approaching. So just say, okay, just say I was a child. I'm 10, 11 years old. I get on here knowing I have no business on TikTok. A gentleman approaches me, asks how old I am I in a relationship, yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, I'm going to act like I'm older than I am because I have no business on this app in the first place. And then next you know, he's like, let's take this to WhatsApp. So now you're downloading a WhatsApp app. Now you're talking to this man who has no idea because in his mind, he's going to get you for money. But in your mind, you're like, I can't let him find out that I'm 10 or 11. Did you hear about those girls in Mexico who was on Roblox, and that grown man got on there, got them to get on the WhatsApp. Their parents woke up in the middle of the night. Then they were gone. They were on a bus. They got a clue from someone who said check whatever, and to find out they had like a whole secret phone, I believe, and the parents had no idea. And granted, I grew up in the age before the internet, when my parents taught me to be skeptical of all kind of strangers. Now, stranger danger, I don't believe is a thing that is being taught on the internet. And parents, take 5 seconds, look up to see if your child has a TikTok app. I mean, I know my child did have the internet, but we need to take it back to the old days. We need to take it back to there is a main computer in the living room and you have computer time. Because if you ever watch these text giants talk about how they monitor their children on the internet, a lot of their kids don't have smartphones. A lot of their children don't have laptops. And if they do have laptops, their screen time is very limited. It's like tight. Your kid will not be considered a dork by not having a smartphone. If their phone just needs to take pictures and call you up, get them one of those lively, they're only $47 a month. It's like one of them old people phones. They don't need all this high tech. I used to tell my daughter, if you want a smartphone, you buy a smartphone, because I'd be damned if I'm gonna pay $1,000+ for you to get an Apple phone, or $1,000+ for you to get a Samsung phone, for you to lose it or to break it or to crack it or to do whatever for whatever. And it was so funny because I tell you this, and the same time I'm telling her this, we like a couple days later we go to General Dollar. This boy and his mom is in the store. She calls her son over. The son comes over. The mom's like, "Where's the cart?" The kid goes, "Oh, it's in the other aisle." He goes back to the cart. She goes, "Where's your phone?" And he says, "In the cart." When they went back to the other aisle, that phone was gone. She was cussing him out right in the middle of the store, talking about, "We don't find this effing phone by the time you get in here, I'm gonna whoop your ass." So, and I looked at my daughter and I said, that could have been you. Children should not be responsible for things that are a rent payment. I was I remember when I was a latchkey kid. When I lost my key, I hyperventilated. I thought that I didn't tell my mom for like I think 2 or 3 weeks. I was breaking into my house because I thought I lost my key, that miraculously whoever found it would know that that was the key to my house and would be waiting for me when I came home in the living room. So I would leave the window unlocked and break in through my bedroom window, because why not? Why not? I mean, there's nothing else I'm going to do. Why not? Why not? So protect your children, protect yourself. If it is too good to be true, it just takes a Google search. The only thing I did to make sure that these men were these men, or to find out that these men were not these men, was I took a screenshot, went to Google, a reverse image search, and found their true names and true identities. So, women, you are being preyed on this app. Men, you are also being preyed on this app. If they do not have a real name, if they have numbers and symbols and dots and whatever, if they only have 2 or 3 pictures, or even if they have a full fledged app, if it just seems too good to be true, not saying that everyone that contacts you is going to be out of your league, but I just need you to be truthful with yourself. Do the due diligence. It just takes a couple of seconds. I hope you have a great day. I hope you crush all your goals. If you're not to 10,000 yet, I hope you get there. And thank you once again for tuning into the Tiakum Show. Bye.